Good morning, folks. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is Bojan Petreski coming live here with the Trade with UFOs channel with the 3D market commentary for today, April 27th, 2021. Um, Before we get started, let's go ahead and go through the disclaimer up above here. So, this is for your information, for your protection, for your knowledge. Before we get started, if you haven't already, please go ahead and check out the tradewithufos.com/Boyan link. That is the way to sign up for our free membership in order to get this 3D market commentary that we'll be going over today. And let's get started. So the 3D market commentary, the newsletter, the daily email that does come to your email looks like this. Depending on the email provider that you use, it'll look maybe a little bit different here and there. Um, the 3D approach we use to signify what exactly we expect the market to do for the day, and by that I mean we look at three dimensions of the market. The first one being the market climate, right? It's telling us what the market direction is. As you saw yesterday when we were doing our futures trading, are we looking for long opportunities or are we looking for short opportunities? The buy and sell UFOs, or the unfilled orders, right, who are responsible for the upcoming turning points, which we can use either as entries or exits, depending on where we are in the trade. And then, of course, the market volatility, or the speed of which we expect price to get to our profit targets or our stops, right? So how fast is that particular market moving? And I just realized my camera isn't on, but I do apologize. Something seems to be off with it again. So we're going to go ahead and continue without it for now. All right. So moving on with the S&P 500, that's the first market that we look at. It is the kind of the main head honcho here that we look at. So it is a confirmed climate. It is an up climate. It is the second day up out of typically 9, right? We did have a little bit of a, let me just kind of bring this up a little bit here. So we're testing these all-time highs again, making some new ones today, overnight. Haven't closed above just yet for today. Obviously, the day is just getting started. But if this trend continues as we keep moving higher, and I don't see why we wouldn't. We have a confirmed up climate. We have a buy UFO down below here at 4076 to 4052.25. And then based on the volatility of the VIX, volatility is at 70.7%, which again, it's pretty much on the cusp of being extremely volatile. But as you know, 18% is kind of that number that I always look at least, and consider to be high volatility. There are no sell UFOs up above. Obviously, we're making all-time highs, so there aren't unfilled orders up above. Now, as price moves along, and if it does pull back, does a more significant pullback, then we're definitely going to see some sell UFOs pop up. But as of right now, we're not seeing anything. So that's just a matter of how the market will move. Um, All right. So look, if you're looking for some coursework and education, I mean, you're definitely at the right place. We do offer the three main ones here: futures, stocks, and forex. But I always highlight the ones that I feel like uh, other places may not, specifically focus on, which, in my opinion, is a lot more important. That's backtesting, trading plans, and psychology. But on top of that, not only do you get if you register for a course, not only do you get the coursework, but you actually do get a 3-month complimentary access to auto UFOs and auto climate. All right, so definitely check out the courses available here on this link. It is a clickable link, so definitely go for it. Looking at crude oil, Next, so we have an up climate. As you see, it's a blue dot right there, but it is not confirmed. It is a thin dot. Okay, so it is a thin dot, therefore it's an unconfirmed. It is the second one out of typically seven, right? We do have a buy UFO at 6077 to 5873, which, as you see, this is the it's been touched once and then twice. Both times have yielded, significant pullback, right? Um, so that just shows you kind of the advantage of having these turning points on your chart. And then above, it's been kind of a similar case. It's been touched, same thing three times actually, close to four, and it's been stuck kind of in between this range. Now, if we have a confirmed climate, then it will kind of be looking to say, hey, we favor this side or we favor the tops of the long side or the short side. As of right now, prices in between these two UFOs, 6360 to 6640. Therefore, we're just going to wait and see if we get a confirmation and potentially a direction, either to the upside or to the downside. Based on the OVX, the current value for crude oil is 41.23%, which is extremely highly elevated. So definitely be cautious. I mean, if you are trading crude oil, I would say it definitely provides daily day trading opportunities, but just be on the cautious side when you're doing this stuff, especially with crude oil, because again, it can definitely move quick. It can slip a lot, so be very very careful. 1.62, the daily expected move, which before it opens right now is actually almost just right there, right? It's $1.61 or maybe 62 from what I can see right now. So yeah, even pre-market, we're having the daily expected move occur. So that would mean that it would set us up for a bit of a more volatile day today. Okay. If you're looking just for the apps, we do have them available for on TradingView, TradeStation, and MetaTrader 5. This is the newest edition of platform supported. Um, you can click this link here. We do offer monthly and yearly memberships, so definitely check it out and see which one would work better for you. All right, the next market that we're going to look at is gold. Okay, so gold, excuse me, the current market climate is up. It is on the eighth day up out of typically seven. The buy UFO down below here, 1652.8 to 1624.4, and the sell UFO up above at 1810.1 to 1831.5. As we saw, as I've said a couple of times earlier as well. Oops, sorry about that. Used to the scaling of a different platform. As I've said before, right? We did fall down to this 16 below 1700 area, pulled back, tested it again, have since then gone higher and higher. So looks like the lows are holding. So as long as this low holds too, we may be seeing some bit more upward movement on gold. Okay, based on volatility, 50.51%, which for gold is actually a little elevated. A daily expected move of 17.4 has not happened yet, even though the market, the gold has been open for the past 10 minutes. Okay, and that sums it up for gold. Now, if you're looking for coaching and support, apart from the daily live trading sessions that we do, which really are compatible with all time zones, you can also sign up for all asset advanced coaching using this link here. We do offer monthly, yearly, or all-inclusive memberships, which I believe do fit every different type of personality, right? Whether you're someone who likes a little bit more hands-on approach and you want to make sure you have it clear every step of the way, or if you just want to have a kind of like a check-in session with somebody, maybe once a month or so on, just to discuss where you are, what you're working on, and so on. This is definitely for you. You can use this link here to sign up for that. All right, let's take a look at the dollar index. So the dollar's just been heading lower and lower. It is a confirmed down climate. It is the 50-day down out of typically six. So it's definitely it's twice the amount of down days that we've seen than the typical standard deviation. The UFOs below 94.45 to 89,675 with an overlap here. And then up above at 91.47 to 91.7 to 91.810, which again, we have two overlapping UFOs down here and down here as well. Okay, so price is definitely kind of in between, but of course more biased to the downside, with the caveat of, hey, this is kind of pushing past its extension point. So it's definitely something to look out for. Based on the EVZ, 5.87%, which is pretty low for this environment. 0.34 for the daily expected move, which has already happened. Okay. Now, if you don't want to, just read this overview, if you do want to go over it interactively, like we're doing here on the channel, you can definitely watch it on YouTube. We have it posted daily between myself and my colleague Becky. You can click this link here to go to our YouTube channel where you will see, and I would say a couple of thousand videos that we have on our channel, uh, many of which are, live trading sessions, the overview, and so on. So definitely check it out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button uh, on the YouTube channel, so we can help the YouTube algo kind of spread the word out there on the on its platform. So looking at Bitcoin next, we do have a down climate on Bitcoin, even though we had that really strong move up. Obviously, we had an even stronger move down over the weekend. I mean, it gapped down from this from the close of 62, close to 63, down to 56. This was primarily news driven, in my opinion. We just saw some news that the SEC is going for after people who may have used crypto for some money laundering. At least that was the allegations that were made. So obviously that moved Bitcoin quite a bit lower. Since then, it actually did drop a little bit lower, but has this week has started off quite powerfully on the bounce back. Um, Looking at Bitcoin, the sell UFO up above here is 61,120 to 65,000 even. Okay, and then the buy UFO that did get filled, that was in this area, is now gone. We do have one at 39,157 to 32,192. Um, and as far as the volatility, I mean, for Bitcoin, I don't think we'll ever see it drop down lower than 50%. Ever might be a strong word, but I just don't see that happening anytime soon. With the daily expected move of close to $3,000, right? 2774.86. All right. Now, if you're interested in any of our coursework with the apps or anything, and you want to schedule a self schedule clarification call, regarding the courses, the apps, the coaching, the membership, you can definitely use this link here. This is something that we offer to everybody who's potentially interested in our courses, our apps, our coaches, or the memberships, and so on. All right, folks, that's that for the overview for today. Just looking at some of the news events that we have for this week. So we did have durable goods and non-defense capital goods orders, excluding aircraft, yesterday. We do have the interest rate decision on Wednesday. Again, nothing that is expected there. Nothing that's expected to change there from this. Everybody's been kind of eyeing these events, but again, we don't expect this to change. If it does change, expect extreme volatility, right? Because it'll be a surprise. And then obviously on Thursday we have GDP, so that's a big day on Thursday. That's gonna definitely gonna drive volatility up substantially. On top of that, being the last week of the month and that being the last Thursday of that month, it's definitely expected to cause some things to shake up. Um, and that's really that. We also have GDP in the European Union, the euro. So that's definitely something to be looking out for as well. Anyways, folks, thank you very much for joining me on this wonderful Tuesday morning for me. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye bye.